And we are back, folks, for another edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with one Mr. Vance Pepper. He told you to get on the train, and that train keeps going, win or lose. It always
Amen.
comes around. Ain't that right, Vance?
Hey, amen to that. Hey, you with us no matter what, good or bad. You got to stay on that train, baby, because you know what? There's only one way to go. Keep going. Things gonna get better, and keep looking up and keep having the faith.
Hey, because you warned me, Vance. You said, hey, Sam, it's going to be ugly now. It's going to be ugly. Hey, Vance, this unfamiliar feeling, brother. We haven't had to break down a loss in years. Like a regular season loss, anyway, in years.
Sam, it's 3 years. Think about it. It's been 3 years. And we've had great success. We've found ways to win. But you know what, Sam? Just think about it. Veteran team the last several years, like last year, we got a 6-year linebacker, 5th-year linebacker leaders. You've got a quarterback who was a first-round pick. I mean, the experience with that offensive line was stout. There are a lot of quality things over last year and the years before that. This year, you got 4 returning starters. You're still looking for a quarterback. The receivers, we lost a really good receiver. I mean, so we lost a lot. And think about it. Last year, the second game of the year, imagine, Sam, if we would have been playing Alabama or Oregon or even Texas. What could have happened? We did. We had a cupcake schedule because I told you last year our toughest game was going to be with the last 3 games, and they were.
And they were.
This year, I mean, we got them all, man.
Yeah. See, but this is the benefit of having ball coaches talk us through it, because you can bring order to chaos. you can reason us through, and you can tell it to us straight. Like if it's ugly, you would tell us it's ugly. Hey, if the players got it wrong, you could tell us the players got it wrong. And you know what? If the coaches got it wrong, you tell us that too.
I don't hold back, Sam.
You tell us.
I told you I'm retired. They can't fire me anymore. I've been fired enough. They can't fire me now, Sam. I work for you.
Hey, man. Hey, it's a funny story. Hey, I told it before when you said something about the DBs and Clint called. He said, "Hey, Van's got a problem with my DBs." Van's got a problem with my DBs. Hey, you say, "Hey, tell Clint to call me."
Hey, my phone, I got the bat line. Anytime somebody want to reach out to me, they can. I'm good to go.
Hey, but you know what? I said, hey, man, I got the back of my guy, because I get calls like, I'm used to getting calls like that. I get calls. There hadn't been a year in my existence doing this job where I haven't gotten a call from a coach about something I said. So I got the back of my guys is the point. But listen, before we get to that, and here's why, because it's never personal. See, that's why we can do what we do. Never personal with the players and the coach. They know from where we come from. As long as you don't make it personal, you can always move past it, right? They know we ain't taking shots. We just breaking it down, talking about what we see and hoping that they get better along the way. Now, as far as these film studies go, the new home for the football film studies, Autograph. The Autograph app. See, we needed a new home because it was only for so long that Vance could do these film studies the way we were doing them. Because see, listen, man, Vance, he got the buffalo ribs that he had to do and the beef ribs he had to do. Got to take care of Tiki, got to take care of Maggie. That costs money, people. You can't keep doing that for pennies on a dollar. So Tom Brady, TB12, said, hey, listen, I could take care of that. I know Vance needs a home for the film studies. Come on over to Autograph. You know why you come on over to Autograph? Because I like the way y'all do business. Because I know that this is quality work. This is what the fans want to see. And this is the home for what fans want to see. Autograph. This is, the videos fans want to see, the blogs fans want to read, the podcast fans want to listen to. So what we do over on the Michigan Insider, for instance, the MichiganInsider.com, where we give you all the best content on football, basketball, and recruiting? Well, all of our free content, guess what? You can see it on the Autograph app, right? All of our podcasts aggregates over on the Autograph app, right? Our Michigan Insider content from the radio, you can catch it over on the Autograph app, right? All of that. Our Michigan, our film studies, exclusive home on the Autograph app. And the great thing about it, when you do these things, when you have these fan consumptions, our stuff, some of the other Michigan content that you read on Autograph, you accrue points and you can redeem these points for rewards. That's the great thing about us being on Autograph. So hope you're enjoying all of these things on Autograph while you're here. And of course, folks, these film studies, so great that we're going to even break down the Buckeyes. So make sure that as you're enjoying this film study, that you donate to the Buckeye Breakdown. So when we get to the bye week, to the Michigan bye week, that you can enjoy the Buckeye film study that Vance is going to do. But we need you to help fund it. So again, hit that PayPal link that we put in the description, in the comment section. Hit that donation so we can, in the first Michigan bye week and the second Michigan bye week, we can have a Buckeye breakdown that is second to none, that the Buckeyes can't even do. All right. Now, Vance, let's get to this ugliness, man. I mean, this was hard. This was tough sledding, brother. I mean, I'm glad you did it, but it was painful. It was painful from the beginning of the game to the damn end of the game. And you took us all the way through it. So let's go ahead and get on started right now.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this behind us. Keep moving forward. One game doesn't make a season. We got to buy into that and believe in that and just take it one game at a time, one day at a time.
Vance, you're killing me. You're already killing me, Vance. Here we go. Woo.
Okay, to me, this is where it started. Okay, this is the first drive. It's 3rd down and 13. Again, it is 3rd down. They need 13 yards for a first down. So for the defensive backs, anything in front of me less than 13 yards, don't let them catch it and tackle it. They have to punt the football, so the first drive will be over with. But we don't do that. The corner to the boundary, he's a new player out there. They run a double move on him. I don't know if he realizes it's 3rd and 13, but you see my corner to the field. You see Will. Look how deep Will is.
Mm-hmm.
Will's a veteran. So guess what? He's playing to what? The sticks.
Mm-hmm.
A corner to a boundary, an experienced guy. He's playing normal alignment. A veteran versus an inexperienced player, it shows up right here. So right now, I think we might have had a zone blitz on. It wasn't executed, but we could be on the double move on 3rd and 13. It should be a no play. We should be off the field right now. I'm not saying the score might have been different, but the whole momentum factor would have been different. Now, Sam, going to this game, I said that Bonds was the best player. Kid from Alabama, the Texas got on the NIL transfer. It'd have been great if Will could have matched up with this guy because he was by far the best player. But again, so you can see the double move at the very end. Inexperienced guy right now with alignment versus a veteran guy in his alignment. Well, that was the beginning of the end before we ever got started, Sam, right here.
So,
the game went this way. Go ahead.
I guess my question would be, I mean, anybody could have run a double move in that situation. No, I mean, seems like to me the issue was a young player biting on a double move.
It really is, Sam. But again, why is Will Johnson aligned so deep?
Mm-hmm.
It's 3rd down and what?
13.
So he's already 10 yards deep.
Yep.
My other corner inexperienced. Now, I'll be honest with you. I was coaching at Texas. We had a 3rd down and 18. I got a guy who jumped a slant and was a slant and go on 3rd down and 18. So I've been there, done that, and there's no excuse for that. It happens, but you work on it not happening. Yeah. And this young man here, just big time ball. His eyes were big in this ball game now.
Yeah. Yep, that's a lesson. It's a lesson.
That's a big lesson. And like I said, this was the beginning of the end. This is the first drive.
Yeah.
We could have been off the field, making punt, good field position. Who knows what might have been. But, ifs don't feed nobody, Sam. You go hungry. Well, if I had $100, I can go buy me a couple of steaks. I don't have $100, so guess what I can't get? A couple of steaks. So if this don't work, Sam, it just doesn't work. I'm just being honest.
That's a good call. I mean, you would call that execution, error of execution, Vance.
All the way.
Yeah.
All the way. That's a young man not aware of the situation, not aware where he had help on. You had a backer coming underneath for the curl anyhow. So he had help. He didn't understand the defense. He didn't understand the situation. So if he's a smart young man, I think that he is, that won't happen to him again. That's the one thing about it. You hate for it to happen on game day, but I think he learned a valuable lesson. It won't happen again.
All right. Unfortunately, wasn't the
really get good right now, Sam.
Yeah, unfortunately, that wasn't the last third down conversion
Oh my! This is gonna be the same drive, Sam.
for the Longhorns on the day. This was a recurring theme.
It's like Sarkisian say, "I want to be in third and long. I want for Wink, the OG, to come after me. I got a plan. Come on, Wink, give me your best shot. Come on, OG, do what you got to do. Let's see what happens."
Vance, you killing me.
No, I can't help myself, man.
Killing me right now, Vance Bedford.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
It's third down and a long. Again, same drive. Third down and long. So right now, this is, I call it Joker's three down line. We show them blitz. This is two robbers. So we're in some form of two deep. Okay. And so the safety to the boundary is going to be where robbers. So you see our rush lane. It's third and long. It's third and long. If I'm a defensive lineman, I say, ooh, I'm going to pin my ears back, Sam. I'm going to go get this guy. If I'm a defensive end, I'm going to be nice and wide to make that fat 355-pound tackle got to move his feet. I'm not going to rush right down the middle and let this guy block me. Yeah, I might get a holding call, but I'm not going to do that, Sam. Okay. So we got the down line. We see our 4 people rushing. So here we go. Now we're going to show you back end what guys supposed to do. You can see the safety to the boundary. He's rolling back through the middle. He's a robber. Okay. So we're only rushing 4. The corner to the boundary is a half field guy. We're rolling to the field. So you can see the cloud technique by Will Johnson. The safety to the field, half field. The nickel back is showing pressure. He's a vertical hook dropper, the things that we talked about in our concept page. Okay. The other backer, he's dropping back. He's a weak hook. And the safety to the boundary, he's a robber. So he should be a vertical carry guy. But he didn't carry anybody, Sam. He didn't carry anybody. The corner to the boundary, he's a half field guy. And that's a tough position to be in for a corner, because you know what? The amount of time you spend working that technique and practice is not a lot. So let's see what happens, Sam. Let's see what happens here. So we show him blitz. Now, I highlighted the safety to the boundary because he should have been back deep carrying somebody. I highlighted the defensive end who's going to rush right down the middle of that 355-pound tackle instead of being on the edge and playing a half man and using his speed and quickness. And they call holding on this play, so it comes back. But again, his technique, Sam, was not very good, talking about the defensive end. So let's let this run. Here we go. I don't know why it's Sam. We lost contain. Now, this is going to get called back, but we lost contain. See, it starts up front first. It starts up front first. It starts with that defensive end rushing right down the middle of a guy at 350 pounds. Get on the edge, son. You are contained. Get on the edge. Use your speed and your quickness. Then the safety was a robber. Normally, a robber is a guy going to take somebody deep. Where was he, Sam? Those 2 guys on this play, they might as well be in the stands talking about get your red house right here. They did absolutely nothing. That's not very good. Again, this just looked like the kids are out there, not sure what they're doing, not executing, not knowing the down and distance. 3rd down and 11, Sam. At worst, you play at the sticks. If the quarterback holds the ball, now you got to get more depth. In the defensive end, that's strictly on him. We had bad rush lanes the entire ball game. And the quarterback stepped up, the quarterback scrambled. We got no pressure with our front 4. When we blitzed, we didn't execute. I mean, Sam, look at the defensive end. He rushed right down the middle. He rushed right down the middle against a guy that's 350 pounds. You can't power rush that guy. So it starts with him. If he don't let the quarterback outside, now he call a hold on this play. Don't get me wrong. But again, I'm talking about execution. I'm talking about understanding the situation. 3rd and 11, I'm a defensive end. And if you go back to last week after Fresno State, I said, what? I don't think their offensive tackles can handle our defensive ends. Well, they can if you rush right down the middle like he did. So it starts right there. I look up front first. We had no pressure for our down people most of the game. So the secondary and the linebackers, you hung out to dry. Because the strength of our defense, Sam, is up front.
Yes. All right, so Vance, I wish I could say it was gonna get better, but it didn't get better, Vance, because they missed the field goal. The offense goes 3 and out. Defense goes back on the field, and of course, Texas picks up where they left off, and the defense continues to have some issues.
You know, Sam, we knew the offense was going to have some struggles. This is like big brother, little brother. The defense had to be the big brother till the offense comes along. Well, the big brother didn't show up. Let's be frank. We knew the offense was going to struggle. Big brother decided not to show up today. It really didn't. And since this last week, our big defensive tackles that we have, they're not playing like big boys right now. They need to start playing. Last year, because the offense protected them so much by ground chuck, eating up the clock, this year is not happening. So those guys got to play more, and it's showing up that they're playing more than they're used to it. So therefore, they have a tendency to disappear. They hadn't been. I hadn't noticed 2 big guys inside in 2 ball games. So here we go right now, Sam. Let's see what we have right here. Back in the red zone. Look at here. Ooh, over 6, and we have no rush lanes. So let's just talk about the defense first. So right now, because of these formations right here, they might have been playing quarters, but they checked, and they playing a version of cover 6. People call it Kathy. It's a 2 read. So that means that cloud corner and half field guy, technically, if 1 and 2 go vertical, it turns into quarters. So the corner would take the outside route. The safety would take the inside route. Now, you see VH with a vertical hook. That means that if 1 and 2 go vertical, he'll hold a hash. But 3 comes out, he'll sit. Then the Mike, the final number 3, he should push to the middle of the field. We should have somehow 3 guys back deep. One of the linebackers, the corner, and that half field safety. To the field, they're playing quarters again. So here we go. Let's see what happens. And the touchdown will come to the very top. The corner chasing routes. Again, an inexperienced guy. I got the Mike highlighted, and I got the corner highlighted. This is going to be a touchdown. Okay, 1 and 2 to the boundary, going to go deep. The corner chase, and the safety went too wide. Touchdown. Again, this is execution, Sam. I don't know what you see the corner at the top? I don't know what the corner was doing, Sam. I have no idea what he was doing on this play. Why is he inside the hash? When 1 and 2 went vertical, he should have gained width and depth. The safety should stay inside because the corner should be where, Sam? Outside. So it turns into quarters. You see my man right here, he on number 20? He doesn't see number 2. Look at his eyes, Sam. This is the great. He doesn't see number 2. Number 2 is wearing what number? Number 2. Sam, now he sees him. He's outflanked. It's too late. And then the 2 linebackers locked in on the quarterback. The safety feels the corner outside, so guess what he does? The safety does. This is a great shot right here. This is execution, poor execution by my man Hill, number 20, the safety, and one of those 2 linebackers, based on the coverage they've been taught.
Let's talk about what he's supposed to be doing right
Hill,
now.
you see Hill right now, number 20?
Yes.
He should be deeper than that number 2.
Mm-hmm.
He isn't. He should have more width so the guy can do what? Come to him. He never sees the guy. He's outflanked. He's beaten already. So the safety panics. He jumps outside, so it opens up the middle of the field. And the backer, based on what they talk, either the guy on the hash or the guy in the middle of the field, there's 2 linebackers, one of them should be protecting the middle of the field. But you see where their eyes are, they both locked where?
On the quarterback.
See 30 right now, roll deep. Safety, stay on the hash. Hill, take the outside route. Look what Hill does.
He goes inside.
He goes inside. So you got all kind of confusion, all kind of busts out there right now. There are a lot of problems right now. Hill's a new guy. So as one of my mentors say, he don't know that he don't know. And that's showing up right now. But again, Sam, look at our rush lanes. We have none. We have no rush. That's our two big guys, our two first round picks inside, Sam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sam, come on.
He said he's nothing but green grass right there.
Yes. 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 That's like stealing. I mean, so again, as I said on the previous play, it starts up front. Now, we didn't execute in the back end, don't get me wrong. The previous play we didn't execute on the back end. But up front, we got nothing going at all. Texas offensive line blocked us like we were in high school. They physically got after our defensive line. And Sam, they blocked my man Grant one-on-one. He all up in his chest, one-on-one. So all I got to say is this. Quit listening to your press clippings. Get back to what you were last year. Go play hard and smart and tough, and let's go. You got ranked high because of what you did a year ago. Right now, I don't see no first-round picks out there inside, Sam. Start listening to your coaches. You got different coaches. Take coaching. Get on the edge, and let's go. And start playing with better effort than what you're playing with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. I don't know what to say, Vance, other than yes, sir. What can you say? Tape don't lie.
Sam, as a former coach, NFL and pro, sometimes, coaching is involved with this, but when I was a player, I never blamed my coach. I had to go out there and produce. So if I am projected as a top player that's coming out, I haven't seen that yet from my two guys inside. Now, Sarkisian found a way to take those guys out of the game by the kind of plays he's running. He's running a lot of gap scheme plays, attacking outside. He's going up tempo, which takes those guys out. But these guys are supposed to be able to take up the A and B gap. So now the linebackers could be free. Well, guess what? I'm not seeing that. Texas is blocking us one-on-one and winning. If they could block our two best players one-on-one and win, our defense is in big trouble for the rest of this season. They got to come to the plate and start balling.
No doubt. You saw two examples where improv plays by your quarterback. I mean, yeah, you mentioned the bust on the back end, but he escaped to the outside on one play, throws down the field, escapes up the middle on the next play, throws down the field. It's like, hey, man, you rush lanes.
Hey, they made that man look like Mahomes. He's like Patrick Mahomes out there. Patrick Mahomes in the Hall of Fame already. They shouldn't even wait. I'll put Patrick Mahomes in the Hall of Fame right now. My man look like Patrick Mahomes out there.
Yeah.
And the one thing, my man Ewers, he's not a runner, but he's a quarterback that's going to sit in the pocket. He's going to make plays with his feet in the pocket. He don't want to ever take off running. So therefore, you got to make sure you constrict the pocket so he can't see and step up and step outside. The one place he should never beat his own is outside. But our defensive ends, as athletic as they have shown, the previous play, he got outside. Yeah, the defensive end he's going to say, Coach, I got a flag. Well, first of all, you're not wide enough.
Well, see, and this is one of the things I talked about before the game, and you and I had this discussion in the postseason, leading into the Alabama game, leading into the national championship game. You said, hey, you got to set the tone early. You got to bust these quarterbacks, these guys who can get outside the pocket and make plays. You got to hit them, and you got to hit them early. You got to make them think about the rush early in the game. It was a prophetic statement that you made, Vance, because they affected both of those guys, and especially Penix in the national championship game. They affected him so bad early. He was missing wide open receivers, Vance.
Yes, he was.
He was missing wide open receivers. And those two defensive tackles you talk about, they were abusing guys up front, abusing them. And so obviously that wasn't the case in this game.
I guess they still looking back to the national championship game. They still thinking about that. Well, Texas came out here and said, "Hey, you supposed to be champions." It's like when Sugar Ray went up against Marvin Hagler. There was no chance, and he said, "I just got to outlast him. I just got to dance and jab, jab." Well, guess what? They came out there and they jab, jab. They kept jabbing. They kept Sam. They still jabbing. They backing Austin, Texas. They still punching us right now. So hopefully we can get a water break and get ready for our next ball game. Because right now we got spanked.
Yeah. Again, lessons all around. A lot of season left. Regroup, and hopefully they take something from this and can apply it moving forward. Because, boy, there's a lot more bad tape in this game, and we got a lot more bad tape to get through in this advance, including this next play. Wait, I'm trying, Vance. I'm trying to.
This is Cowboy.
Yeah, this is Cowboy right
This
here.
Cowboy right here. The alignment told me it's Cowboy. So we're in Cowboy. And again, we're going to cover 2 to the field. And Sam, the main play in this game was RPO gap scheme. In other words, they down, kick out. They have angles on us right now. So this is Cowboy on this particular play. Okay. So that means we're going to be blitzing from the boundary. So here we go right here. You can see it. Okay. They block them back. Down, block back. Okay. So now you're going to see that's going to disappear. You're going to see the right guard and tackle. They pull it. Okay. The back takes a counter step. Then he follows those guys. This is an RPO. The number 1, the number 3, he's going to bubble. So it's an RPO right now. So in this particular play, I'm not sure what's being taught in this particular play. But to me, if you're in zone like that, that defensive end to the field should spill this football. They're angling to him. We are sinking everybody inside. The wheel linebackers coming off the edge, and the Cowboys in the corner coming off the edge. Mm-hmm. So in order for us to have a chance in this defense, that defensive end to the field, he needs to spill a ball to a help to number 15. See the linebacker on that X 5 yards deep, the final number 3. We got to send the ball outside to him because you're playing cover 2 with it. If you don't, we don't have enough guys. Okay. So, and you got a robber also coming down who's involved in the play, the other safety. So we're in 2 robber right now. We're in 2 deep zone. So let's let this thing run, Sam. See what happens. Again, this is a gap scheme play. They got angles, down, pull the backside guy and kick out. So I highlighted 2 guys, a defensive end and a linebacker. Now, I don't know exactly what this defensive end been told. A lot of times on zone pressure, based on what you're playing behind it, sometimes you don't ask guys to spill this play. I don't know what was said to this guy. But if I'm playing cover 2, I'm going to spill this football. I'm going to spill it to that linebacker. Okay, let's see what happens, Sam. Let's watch the defensive end to the field. Sam. Look at 15 getting blocked. Too slow to go. He was too slow pulling the trigger. Go. What you waiting on? Go. He waited to get blocked, and he did. Okay. The defensive end, they just logged him. So really, when I watch this play, you can say, well, he spilled it. But your whole thought process, Sam, I got to get the second guy so he can't get around me. Mm-hmm. So he plays so flat, the tackle got around him and got up on the backer. So the problem starts with him. And see, they have angles on everybody. We have no linebackers in the box right now because we're blitzing the 1 linebacker. So the robber, the safety that's in the middle of the field on the block end, he has to show up real fast. And he doesn't. We got all kind of problems, Sam.
So you say if he gets there right now, he takes out both guys.
Yeah. Right now. He waited, and he did. He missed the bus. I don't know what he waiting on. He almost came through at 15. I have no idea, Sam. Don't have any idea.
Hmm.
But when you blitz that way, you bring a linebacker, there's not a second level in your defense when they're running plays like this. It's almost as if that Sark knew he was going to be in this type of scheme in this particular down and distance. He ran away from the blitz. He blocked everything back. He sealed it off. So now, if he could block the front side, this is going to happen just the way it did. And we don't have, like I said, we one linebacker defense, you got a problem. And 15, look at, he got a guy that's 350 pounds on him. It's tough. They have more numbers at the point of attack than we do because they ran away from the blitz. They were able to block the blitz.
So it's almost like, you coaches, you see something and you're like, oh, I done figured something out. Like you see something in the game and I could keep going back to that. At least that's kind of what it felt like, Vance. I don't know if that's how it works, but from a non-coach, that's what it looked like in the game.
You know what I'm saying? From game 1 to game 2, I'm going back to Fresno State. When we ran Cowboy, either they had a cut split to the boundary or a tight end. It's almost as if in certain formations, you got to check with me. When people have done that, I've actually done that myself with other coaches. Based off of formation, we have a check system, and we're going to run this particular kind of defense. But they caught us almost every time we ran Cowboy, and they ran away from it. It's like they knew our signals. Okay, now this is the next place. It's under 4. Now, this is 12 personnel. 12 personnel is what? 2 tight ends, 1 back. That's what things we talked about in our concept page. So as I look at this particular play right here, I want everyone to look at that tight end. You see his alignment, Sam? Mm-hmm. He's deep, but his inside leg is splitting the Y right down the middle. Do you know it's tough for him to go out in that particular situation? Either he can max protect or he's coming back across the other way. In this particular game plan, they wouldn't run a split zone. It was gap scheme play. Therefore, you're getting down, and kick out. And this is the RPO counter. So let's let it run, Sam. So you can see RPO. You see the receivers at the top. They're running their routes right now. They're running the routes like it's going to be a pass. Okay. Now you can see right here, down, the tackling guard, they block the 3 technique back, the center blocks back on the center. And now we're going to pull the backside guard and the tight end and the U. We call them the U on our concept play. You can see the pullers right here. Counter step by the tailback. He's going to follow the tight end up the middle. And again, the issue we have is the defensive end. We're going to get to the defensive end. This is a counter. Gap scheme play. Down, we got angles, and we kick out. Okay? And the tight end's depth. He's not going out for a pass. See, last year, the veteran guys say, hey, we got tight end up. Hey, look for him coming back your way. I don't see these guys communicating about tight end position to help out the other side tight end. Okay? Now, here we go. Sam, I need you to freeze that for me right now. If you look at this picture, we only have 1 linebacker in the box. So 12 personnel is almost like having a two back set. So therefore, we don't have enough guys in the box to really stop the run. Because you see the back out there in the curl, he's out wide. He's not in the box. They playing what we call Kathy out there, 2 read. So if 2 went to the flat right now, it'll turn to cover 2. Otherwise than that, they're playing quarters. So you only have a 1 linebacker defense against a running formation. You don't have enough guys in the box to stop the run. Going back to when I first got to Michigan in 1995, this was a base formation. So we would call under 63. Anytime you get a slot formation, we played 3D zone to keep the linebackers in the box. If they broke the formation in 2x2, then the backers could walk out of the box. We could play cover 4. See, right now they play cover 4 versus a running formation. They are short in the box. Okay, so we don't have enough guys in the box to really stop this play. Let's let it run, Sam. The defensive end, you got to spill this football, baby. You got to spill this football. The next thing is That left offensive tackle, he got a clear shot on our linebacker, which means now you have no levels in your defense. You are big time short. Oh my goodness. He didn't spill the football, Sam. Sam, he did not spill the football to the backer that walked out. You have no chance. You have no chance right now. Look at that. They double, they seal. Sam, the tight end 81 to you, he got nobody to block.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough guys to stop this play. You are short. You are short in the box right now. You're one linebacker defense versus a run formation.
So, folks, when he say spill the football, he needs to be attacking his inside shoulder.
He should be attacking on that 52. He should be attacking that 2. If you allow for that guy to turn up right here, you're in trouble. His extra help, Sam, is a backer that walked out. Send the ball to him. He didn't do that, so the ball hits us inside. They're going to block the one linebacker in the box. You short. They have more numbers than you do. So let's just think, Sam, let's say we went to a boxing ring. So I'm an old school guy, so I got I have Sugar Ray Leonard and I have Thomas Hearns together fighting Marvin Hagler. Who gonna win, Sam? Who gonna win? It's 2-on-1.
Yeah.
So basically, this is what you have right now. It's 2-on-1. You have no chance. And again, going back to the 90s, we would call 43, 4, check 3, 2x2, where they split out wide. Cover 4. Overload formation, slot formation like this, we're keeping the linebackers in the box. That's too much, coach. It's 2nd and 10. They in run formation. And we're in pass defense. You just don't have enough guys to stop this play. Look at it again. I'm going to go back to the use alignment. It's a great picture where he is. We don't have a chance. That's it's 2nd and 10. They just got a first down on 2nd and 10. The front side defensive end didn't play it right. The linebackers got no chance. The defensive end didn't spill the ball to the linebacker outside. You don't have a chance, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, the way guys knew where their help was last year, the way guys really knew their responsibilities on the defense, worked together. Those things just seemed absent in this game.
Well, Sam, I'm going to go. You and I talked earlier. Okay, I'm going back to Ohio State last year. And last year, when both our starting linebackers in the NFL right now were out of the game, Ohio State moved the ball on us. We had a few busts. Those are 6th-year and 5th-year seniors. They've been played a whole lot of football. When those guys were in the game, we didn't have a lot of missed assignments because they could make sure all of our checkers were in the right spot. Right now, we don't have that kind of senior leadership. Guys know the defense, and plus, they hearing it from different people who might have some different terminology, and that's all part of a learning curve. So it's a lot of things happening right now. And again, my hat's off to Coach Sarkisian. Well, he had a game plan. He had a good feel for what Wink was going to do. And he just picked him apart.
Yep. All right. Wish I could tell you it gets better. I mean, eventually it does, but not yet. Not yet. Nah.
Oh, now, here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe this. We're in over cover 4. Again, against 12 personnel. And again, we got a linebacker showing blitz. Guys, we're short in the box. It's a one linebacker defense. This is a gap scheme play again. This time it's going to the tight end side. So I made a big point on the last play, the tight end's alignment, right, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
I made a big point of the tight end's alignment on the last play. So guess not. Let's look at the tight end alignment this time. Sam, you see how wide it is?
Mm-hmm.
Different play. Now, this is called pin and pull, but still a gap scheme play. It's down and kick out. Now, I'm jumping ahead of myself. How many linebackers in the box right now, Sam?
I see one. Yep. Right there.
Guess what happened the last play we had? How many linebackers were in the box, Sam? One, they went right down our throat. Now, look at this formation. We got a 3 technique, and he's a tight 3. I don't know what kind of technique you call this defensive end. I really don't. I mean, he might as well go to the sideline and start drinking water. He's so wide. Look at their offensive tackle and their tight end. There's nobody line on those guys, Sam.
Yeah.
You know, one linebacker defense, you got a heavy 3, and you got a 13 technique. I don't even know what to call that. That's how bad that is. Sam. And a one linebacker defense, because you got one linebacker on the line of scrimmage showing. This is 12 personnel. And again, a running formation. You don't need to show. You know, one linebacker defense, they got angles on you. This is pin pull, so it's down, down, kick out, and turn up. Sam, you and I got a knee replacement. I can't even run anymore. I could have fallen for 1.5 yards. I can't run. You don't have a chance. You're not aligned properly. You're not aligned. You don't have a chance. And the players don't realize it, because I could promise you, our 2 linebackers we had last year, I bet you they made some corrections on this play because they understood football. The guys we have out there right now didn't play as much ball. They don't understand football to make adjustments, to correct things. And look where the back is aligned, Sam. He's almost inside in front of the quarterback. So here we go to blocking scheme. The U, he's blocking the guy in the 13 technique. The Y, the tight end, nobody on him, so he got a clean shot to the one linebacker and the one linebacker defense.
I never even heard.
The tackle got an angle on a tight 3 technique. Okay, so now here we go, Sam. So now we're gonna pull the center and the guard. Here we go right now.
13.
You can see the pullers. The second puller got nobody to block, Sam. The defensive end is too wide. He can't spill the football. Sam, my daddy used to make this comment when I was in high school. We were playing somebody. He said, they shooting bullets like we got a sack of rice. We shooting rice. How we gonna win this game? They got bullets, we shooting rice. So right now, Sam, they got bullets and we throwing rice at these people. We got no chance. Our lineman is killing us. One linebacker defense and a guy in the 13 technique. He should be on the sideline drinking water. We're playing with 10 people, Sam. And because the linebacker on the field is showing a line of scrimmage, he comes out late. He can't get back in the box to help us out. So technically, we playing with 10 people, Sam. 10 versus 11. And you know the best thing about this job? I'm a football coach, and I'm not calling out any other coach. I'm really not. So I hope they don't take it personal. I really don't. But if they do, I really don't care, Sam, because guess what he can't do, Sam? Well, I keep telling you, Sam, I'm retired. I can't be fired. I'm good to go. I really am. So right now, you getting your brains beat out. I'm going to quit showing. I'm going to allow to play base defense and see can we win the football game. Get that linebacker showing, get his butt back in the box, get the other backer over, and let's go stop the run. That's what we should have been doing right now. That's what we should have been doing. Instead, we're giving these guys angles to just knock us into never land. That linebacker still got a concussion. You got hit so many times. Sam, come on, bro. Come on now.
Okay.
But you can see, I mean, they're not helping themselves out. Got no chance, Sam. I mean, they got every angle in the book on us. We got no chance.
Yeah, this dude walked to the end zone.
Sam, he didn't get touched till he was in the end zone. You know, one linebacker defense versus a running formation. And see, the linebacker to the field on line of scrimmage, he's showing right now. If he'd have been back in the box in a 30, which means he's the outside side of the guard, that means the other back in the box could have did what, Sam? He could have plus over been in the 30. At least it looked like we got enough guys over there. But because you're showing and you don't make an adjustments, you don't have a chance.
Yeah.
Again, another gap scheme play. 12 personnel versus over cover 4. And we don't have enough guys in the box.
Yep. This was painful. So, like I said, as much as we talk about a game where the offense didn't help defense, our defense didn't help itself in this game.
Not at all, Sam. They were, like you said, they were 8 for 10 on third down in the first half. 8 for 10. You can't get off the football field. And a bunch of them were third down and 7+ because our rush lanes were poor. We didn't beat anybody one-on-one. We didn't help ourselves out. I was watching Seattle play versus Denver since I live here in Colorado. And remember, we used to run low defense a lot last year, Sam. We had on third and long, we had a 1, we had a 3, and we had it's either 5 or 9. So we had 3 guys on one side of the ball, and you had all kind of stunts and blitzes. Mm-hmm. I saw Seattle do that to Denver, and them guys would come in scot-free. I haven't seen that look this year. So again, I always say, from a coaching standpoint, I never talk about, well, this guy coached under me and I taught him everything. No, you didn't. You don't teach anybody everything. They continue to learn and grow. The question is, or you continue to learn or grow, you already have all the answers. I never had any answers. I had a lot of questions as a coach, so I kept asking so I can continue to learn and continue to grow. And that's what coaching is all about. That's what life is all about for all of us. If you live in one day, that's an opportunity to learn and to grow.
It's another one on here, and it makes me question, how quickly these fixes are going to happen, and what do you do? That'll be a question we get to in the background.
Okay.
From a coaching on the breakdown, what do you do from a coaching perspective? This one truly has me perplexed.
Because we got a zero blitz here, Sam. We showing right now. So a lot of times, I go back to last one. We had we had zero blitzes. Then what would happen normally is that the defensive ends or the defensive tackles would drop out and they would take the back. Now, if you got a scheme like that in a zero blitz and a guy motions to empty, in the past, what I've done, that linebacker was blitzing, he would have to come out and take this back. So I think that my man number 15 initially was going to blitz. And the defensive ends were going to take the back. Okay? But the guy motioned to empty. So all of a sudden, you don't have the defensive end to go take that back. That linebacker was blitzing. He had to adjust. Now, I'm just guessing on what they're doing. I'm not 100% sure. That's what it looked like to me. That's why no one initially came out and took that guy right away. And the backer was late coming out because I think he was blitzing.
Okay, so
go ahead.
So he may not have known. Are you saying he may not have known he had this guy?
I would imagine that it was probably told to him, if you ever get empty or motion empty, you got to come out of the blitz and take that guy. But all of a sudden it happens in the game, and that player not thinking that way, Sam. It's one thing that have a playbook and you cover the basics when you put things in. But they hadn't shown a lot of motion to empty coming into this game. We only got one game on them now. But I'm going back to Sarkisian. He had a good feel for what Wink liked to do. Wink backed up like the blitz, so therefore that's motion to empty, see how they adjust. Mm-hmm. And he did that, and we weren't prepared for it, it looks like. Got wide open for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's like, man, back, nobody's on him.
Nobody, Sam, nobody's on him. And their speed showed up compared to our speed. The University of Texas speed athletically was a lot faster than the University of Michigan speed athletically.
He was. So guess who he was running faster than on that play? Nobody, Vance.
There you go, right there.
He was racing nobody.
That's exactly right. Keith Sweat had it going on. Nobody. I mean, go ahead, brother Sweat. Go ahead.
It's easy to beat nobody in a foot race, Vance. I mean, you there
though. Man, I told you he got a concussion. He's been hit in the head too many times by a tackle because the defensive ends never touched him. And he got to fight through all of that coverage. You don't have a chance.
I mean, it's like he did get the memo at some point that I got to go get him. It's like
he got the memo out. It was a touchdown. That's what it was. He got the memo a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah.
Sam, you ever flown an airplane, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Just think, well, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I got time. Oh, nah, I'm gonna give me a Coke and chill. Is the plane waiting on you?
No.
So when that plane says it's gonna leave at 4:30 and you run down, all right, let me get some popcorn. It's not 4:25. The doors are already shut. It's not gonna reopen for you, Sam. Let me, I've been here the whole time. Sir, we told you you need to be here this time. Well, right now, guess what? My man went and got some popcorn and a drink
Yeah,
and wait for him.
they have a lot to fix, but they have a lot to work on. You went
It's fixable.
over a
Sam,
number of things.
it's fixable.
Yeah, this to me is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
To the linebackers in coverage to me, and rush lanes, guys on the back end, so many things to address. But you know, linebackers, the alignment and coverage, just the understanding of your second level defenders,
Mhm.
what they should be doing, has got to improve in a hurry, Vance.
Yes, it does. And Arkansas State's not going to be a pushover, Coach. Sam, they got some athletes. They got a quarterback that can scramble. They got a receiver that could blow the top off. It's not going to be a pushover to fans that was Arkansas State. Well, you thought Fresno State was that way, and it wasn't. So understand, this is not the Michigan with a JJ at quarterback. That's not that team. So understand, this is a different team with 4 starters returning. And so we got a lot of growing to do in a very short time.
Okay, so Vance, look, you hit us real hard. You hit us real hard. You got people ready to jump off cliffs and bang their heads against walls. And do you want to leave folks with a
Always, Sam.
little bit of taste in their mouth?
We're going to always leave them. We got to give them hope, brother. We did some things, but the problem is when you're giving up 7 or 8 explosive plays in a game, you're going to lose. And that's what we did. We did some good things. We really did. So here we go. We got it showing blitz. This is a great job right here by my man Hill right now on the screen. Because again, we talked about RPO, screen, and deep shots. So this is a great job right here. Tackle for loss. I mean, there's some good things here. Don't get me wrong. Wasn't a lot of them at times, but we showed signs of some things that we can do. And we got to continue to improve and do those kind of things. Now, nice job. He pulled the trigger. He beat the block. And that's what football is all about. Execution and playing fast. Here's another play. We got a zone blitz on right now. And again, great job, guys recognizing screen. We got pressure. And again, we had guys that execute the defense. It was another screen. We took it away. Okay. This is a nice job. This is a nice job. There's a lot of good things in this video. I know this, we didn't show that, but these are 2 examples of when we execute, we do some really good things.
And so, you know, they tightened up in the second half. I mean, because this was an embarrassing loss, but it could have been humiliating. I mean, they could have got beaten 50 to whatever, but they held them to a touchdown in the second half. So,
they did.
You know,
the offense did some things too. They had some ground chuck, ate some time up, gave the defense a chance to rest. So the offense even played better. So as you can see, it's a team sport. See, people don't realize this. You're talking about last year, Michigan was #1 in the nation in defense. Our offense, if you look at every game, say a game is 60 minutes, I bet we held the ball sometimes 40 minutes to 20, 35 to 15. So in other words, we kept the opponent off the field, which kept our guys fresh. And we also played too deep, which kept our guys fresh. So there's a lot of things that went to us being #1 in the nation in defense a year ago. And sometimes people, they forget that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, they have an opportunity to get a good taste back in their mouths. Can't overlook the next opponent, to your point. But a lot of teach tape this week. Hopefully that teach tape will be put to good use and they come back better for it against Arkansas State. You know, we'll be here to break it down on the football film study focused on the defense of Vance Bedford. Next week, it will be right here on the Autograph app. You know how we do it. Be sure to enjoy all of the offerings right here on Autograph. Your favorite blogs, your favorite Michigan blogs offered here. all of the free content from the Michigan Insider available here, of course. If you want your premium content that we offer, VIP content over the MichiganInsider.com, the best football, basketball, and recruiting content around over the MichiganInsider.com. Be sure to check it out. But our free content, you can always check it out right here on the Autograph app. Of course, the exclusive film studies available here, and the favorite podcasts, videos, blogs you can read right here on the Autograph app. And as you do, you accrue points for it. And those points you can redeem for rewards. That is an outstanding concept that Tom Brady came up with, rewarding you for doing the things that you do as a fan. Don't miss out. And by the way, don't forget, we're going to be doing special film studies in the bye week focused on the Buckeyes. Vance going to be breaking down the Buckeye offense in the bye week. Both bye weeks, by the way. That's why we need you to help fund the Buckeye breakdowns. So be sure to check it out in the comment section, in the description. Click that PayPal link to help us fund the Buckeye breakdowns. If you want to know what the Buckeyes are up to, you want to know what that scheme is, what Michigan's going to be looking at, what they need to be watching out for. Hell, you basically you're giving Michigan an extra analyst, right? You want to give them a little assist. You want to give them a little nudge, give them some extra tape, give them some extra notes, right? That's basically what you're funding the Buckeye breakdown. So throw a few pennies in the kitty when you do that by helping fund the Buckeye breakdown. So click that PayPal link, help it out, and then we'll see you next time on the next edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Pepper. We'll see you next time.
Go Blue.